Hey, neighbor. Getting sorted into our Hogwarts houses was like super enlightening to me. I mean, I'm extremely excited to be a Slytherin. I don't know where I left all my green clothes, though. Apparently, I didn't bring them to Washington, D.C. with me. But you're totally a Hufflepuff. I called that from literally a mile away. It is really weird that we were both like, it is kind of weird that we both were like, oh, this is why I'm going to end up in Ravenclaw, even though you totally didn't watch my video. Sure, Tom. How could you not watch me? I'm beautiful. So, stop going into like crazy random places. Don't go into an elevator that has caution signs all over it. I mean, I'm gonna have to make like twice as many videos, and I ain't got time for that. Your work looks like a school hallway. It does not look like an office building at all. Like, I'm pretty sure you filmed that in our elementary school. Oh, so now you're just gonna completely ignore everything that we started with this conversation and just go off on your own tangent and still talk about the exact same things. I mean, TV, movies, Marvel, Harry Potter. That's it. That's all we've been talking about. You're like, oh, no, I need to start on my own thing. This conversation's been going back and forth, except you only watch my part of the video instead of your part of the video, so you forget that you're talking too. You named a few movies in there that I haven't seen yet. I think I said this already. Totally haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. Totally haven't seen Incredibles 2. Want to see both of them. Incredibles 2 more than Ant-Man and the Wasp, though. But yeah, Amazon is totally the best. That's where I get all of my things. I mean, I am so happy to have Amazon Prime. 2-day shipping is the greatest thing of all time. And usually everything is cheaper on Amazon. How can you cut up the box art for DVDs and movies? That kind of like ruins the whole thing of collecting. It's like, hey, I have this thing. I guess I'm kind of weird about that in like, I can't get rid of the box for something. I have the box for my glasses, the box for my camera, the box for my microphone, the box for my keyboard, the box to my headphones, the box for my 360, the box to the TV in my bedroom, the box to the TV in my living room. The only box that I can't seem to find is the box for my Xbox One. I'm just gonna assume one of my roommates threw that out when we were moving. I don't know what it is. I like having the box so I can neatly package it back up if I ever have to move, which is something that I've done 3 times in the last 4 years. So it's just easier to have it in a box where I can just put in the box and I know exactly what's in that box. I don't have to label it and guess, oh, like, can I drop this? And for like my Xbox 360, I still have like the original styrofoam that came around it. Does that make me crazy? And you totally have a problem with starting new single player games. I mean, you've played like a million different games, and I definitely don't have that problem. I'm usually the guy who gets like the one shooter a year, a football game, a basketball game, a soccer game, and then maybe 1 or 2 other games throughout the year. And I do like having the box though, so like, I'm really not about digital downloads. I definitely need to go purchase it in person and walk home with the box and peel the wrapper off and open it for the first time and plug it into my Xbox 360 and wait an hour and a half for it to download. I think I just don't really play that many single player games. I don't even really remember if I ever finished Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but I'm super excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm definitely gonna like throw a few hundred hours into that game because I feel like it's definitely right up my alley, and I can totally lose myself in that for like 5 hours a day after work. But I'm also the type of person who has to, with any of the games that I played, I have to sit down right when I get the game and beat the single player mode before I start playing multiplayer or like competitive against like my friends or anything like that, because I really want to like understand the story and why things are there. And I think playing the story actually makes me a little bit better at the game. Like even with FIFA, I play the Alex Hunter story so I can learn if there's any new like tips or tricks or just I like the storyline, even though it's not really a storyline. So backstory, my friends and I were huge into Call of Duty 4. I'm sure you knew this about me. like weeks played into this game. So my friends and I were huge into Call of Duty 4. We've had weeks in this game, and we had convinced our parents that it would be a good idea for us to take a day off from school. I think it came out on a Friday. We went to the midnight release and took that Friday off. And I remember staying up till probably 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I drank like 3 Nosses. I drank 3 Nosses and stayed up till 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and just completely beat the campaign. That was just so good. I loved that game. I don't think I had as much time played in Modern Warfare 2. I think that's when I started getting really, really, really heavily into NCAA football, which I've recently picked up again. And I won the national championship game with Army 5 times in a row. 5-time national champions. We didn't lose a game. I won the Heisman 4 years in a row with my running back. He won it 4 years in a row. I think he rushed for like over 2,000 yards and 30-something touchdowns each year, which is insane. What was I talking about again? Oh, Call of Duty. No. Call of Duty. One thing. All right. I don't think you've ever really had this issue, but this is something that's always like harped on me a little bit. I think the only achievement that I didn't get in Call of Duty 4 was the Mile High achievement for beating the last like extra level on Veteran. So I must have played Mile High Club on repeat for hours at a time, and I still couldn't get it. I remember like watching YouTube tutorials on how to do it, and it was like, this is literally all just luck. One other thing that gets me is I've never been really the achievement hunter type of person, but one thing that really gets me is in FIFA 2009. So I remember this, I don't have to look it up. FIFA 2009, there was an achievement for scoring a goal in the 89th minute, and it gave you 19 gamer score. 19. And the achievement to get that one single point for gamer score was by playing FIFA 09 for 50 hours. 50. I played FIFA a lot, but I did not play it for 50 hours. And now my gamer score ends in like the weirdest numbers, even if I try and do something different. And I just really want to get one single point on my gamer score. I think I have like 33,000. So I've played a lot of games, but I never really cared about gamer score, but not having it end in like a 5 or a 0 really throws me off. So I guess that brings me to my question of the day. Do you care about your gamer score? Have you ever been an achievement hunter? Have you ever 100%ed a game? Do you want to go back in 100% any games? I don't know. That's just my question of the day for today. If you like the video, feel free to give us a thumbs up. If you can't live without the 90s guys, feel free to subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at 90s Guy Kev. You can follow Thomas the Tank Engine at 90s Guy Tom. You can follow us on Instagram at the 90s guys. And with that, I'll catch you tomorrow, Tom.